Hello again, welcome back. We'll be playing our OpenTTD Islands map. So let's just do that. So for those of you not always following, we have this big map of islands and we're trying to connect pretty much everything and we're doing a reasonably good job. Most stuff's done. Like, I don't know, 60%-ish, some such. Anyway. So we just basically need to get on with things. Um, yeah, so I am on this map and I, as usual, already forgot what I was doing. So let's go. Vaguely know that I think I wanted to do um, the clay stuff. No, I started doing the clay stuff. So you get out. Um, in fact, everyone get out. Yes, so I haven't actually started sending clay. So clay, what needs to, let's see, we have a few pits. So we have 4 pits and that all needs to go here. Okay. So at the end of the last episode, yeah, it's kind of coming back to me. At the end of the last episode, I started sending out engineering sample boats to places that may need engineering supplies, not samples. I don't know why I keep saying engineering samples, but if you were watching, I think by this point you've gotten used to it. So I need boots that do clay. And I'm tempted to start. So this is where I feel like I should do medium. Uh, 330 tons. Hmm. No, I want to make sure it's clay. I'm sure there was a great reason why I got rid of. Uh, this is province edibles, and that is meteor. So the ones was the 30 March time to 70. Yeah, that's why, because there wasn't really like I keep saying that this needs a replacement, and we're not seemingly getting it. So it will just be large. Okay. My pin. I don't need that anymore. In fact, what I'll do is I'll have 2 routes, and I'll basically have one of them pick up one end and the other going to pick up the other end. So essentially this one comes here and here. I can't see F all. And here. Good. And then make a few more of them. If you haven't been watching, I mentioned in whichever episode I bound the S key to this button, which you can only do if you change the source code of the game. But it makes life significantly easier. So now these guys should be getting, and just want to make sure I have the right window size because I have a tendency to click out. Yes, I do. Good. So these guys will be getting clay and eventually goods, not yet. Goods not yet coming because that is supposed to come from here, which is basically not doing anything. And then chemicals, I don't think we're picking up chemicals. Indeed, we are not. That's going to be the next little piggy. Just too large. Okay. So you, no, wrong button. you come aquí. Okay, start with that. So for everyone's refresher, including mine, we have all this. Like we have 4 or 5 coal mines, 2 or 3 iron mines, 2 or 3 scrap yards, and they all supply stuff to a steel mill somewhere here, which then sends all the crap here and it gets collected. And essentially, we're warming up because the engineering samples, not supplies, have not yet kicked in and things will get better. Go away. And while that's kind of happening, the next outstanding stuff on this island will be all the food related things. I wonder what this belongs to. Where's the actual farm? Oh, that. Ugh. Okay. So let's. So we have 3 farms, 1 dairy. Okay, that's not too bad. So, okay, this doesn't make any difference in practice, but I was saying this at some point in the past that even though collisions are theoretically on, in practice, like ship collisions, that is, in practice, it makes 0 difference. So me doing this is a waste of money and offers absolutely no benefit. It will not make boats faster or less problematic or any grammatical combination. This is just me wasting money. And also some boats are a little more picky about them being on canals or rivers. I don't know if like it's kind of part of the new GIF. Like I think with this one, max speed 24, 28, I think. Yeah, oh, 30, 42. There is, yeah. So this one doesn't split them. I think some others may, although if ifs. Okay, so we said food. And this is a stockyard and this is a dairy, which is actually a pretty sweet spot. Okay, where do I want to put? I want to put stuff here. Noise. So this solves a fair few of our problems because that takes cows and that takes milk. So essentially, and then the actual food can honestly just come back here. It makes things a lot easier. So, I mean, if you're watching 10 minutes into the playthrough, then probably you're actually interested. But if you're not otherwise familiar with what we're doing here, the idea is that we have this 1K by 1K map and everything needs to be connected, where the definition of everything equals, might as well just do this really. The definition of everything equals all primary industries and all towns. So I don't need to connect that shop because it doesn't produce. I could bring food here, but we don't actually care. And a town being connected is defined as the passenger's last month value higher than 0. And don't even ask why, I don't care about mail. It's just my prerogative. Ship in the way rather than ship out of the way. So one thing will be kind of going in a little backwards. And pin that. And I want, yeah, I really wish you could replace these 100-year-old things. Food, eh? Can we do the other way? So this was a castle point. Okay, still 93%. 80 tons of food. 270 tons of food. That's kind of my slight problem. Like, yeah, okay, fine. We'll just do medium because why not? So I know there's nothing here at the moment. As I said, I'm going in an obscurely backwards direction because that's fun. And then I said we had say farms, eh? And they're very obscurely located. And I'm pretty sure that yeah, so I set up the stops, docks, whatever, but I didn't actually do anything with them. Okay, what we'll do, so we want house. I don't even know why. Okay, well, you need to go there. So you're losing me money. I'll just take large. And I'm going to take large because I have no idea. Okay, so this does 180, and I think this does 400 or 6. Okay, so that's 21k a year. That's 36k a year, and it flies a lot faster. Well, I can always downgrade them. Although my music's way too loud. Like, there you go. I can't hear myself think, so. The thing I'm looking at is that the overlay is a little visible. What if can I make it less visible? Probably the wrong moment for it. Give me a sec. I've changed the opacity. See, I'm kind of playing around with the buttons. Yeah, I don't know. Any feedback, shout. Like if you found that it was better full on, then let me know. Okay. So I was having the conundrum of what boat I should have, and I think I'm going to go with medium. Except I can't see which one the actual boat is, which is not that nice. Okay, do all of that. Go away. So take the cows and bring them here. And do that again. And then this one will, I must be looking at it. Here. I apparently had 3 for each, each of the one. And then a clone. And the third one was here, which isn't really connected in, but I'm just going to use this one because it makes things less complicated and the town doesn't care. Tumblehead. Okay, so that is one thing. The other is I want exactly the same thing for milk stuff. Yeah, I think this is better. I mean, the overlay being on 0.6. Okay, I just want to pause and send out everything where I just want to keep one in the depot because it's otherwise making my life complicated. So pick a boat that does milk. Clone it. And I don't really want it bound to this one because it gets scooped up with the own crowd. And it's 49. So then do that. And then do that again. This was 55. Okay, so in theory, this should take care of all of these problems. And then what I still have left is the orchards, which will be in a moment. I'm just staring in the other window at OBS just to kind of make sure I'm still vaguely happy with the overlay. Yeah, obviously playing with the key combinations. It's a bit of a trial and error. I mean, no one's complained about one or the other, but so what's going on? Why are you're probably timetabling. Okay, so the next one was the orchard, of which we have 3 yet again. Food and livestock. So food's going to come whatever. I know I saw a cidery, whatever this is called, cider mill. Cidery. Okay, so we are there. Pick it up here. Someone was asking why I don't use the zoomed out map. There's nothing wrong with it. I just kind of prefer the map. Like why I don't use this. So this one doesn't cover, which is kind of as expected. So there goes that. What's going on here? You're gung-hoing, which is good, and we're not doing anything with foreign supplies, which is expected. Am I finding love chemicals? Ratings, chemicals, acceptable. Okay. Coverage in. Yeah. Milk. Are we still not taking milk out? Clearly not. Hold your horses. Tumbleweed falling tomatoes. I effed up. In which case, Shiver, Toggle, Wallington, Crinkle. So I didn't F up that one. More to keep stuff separate. Okay, I want it here, weirdly enough. Not that it would make any sense whatsoever. So from there, I need alcohol. Clone me a booze boat. Clone me a different booze boat then. Go away. Again, going in backwards order, but fine. I know there's a shop. Tasty worth. Do you take alcohol? Yes. And then food, I don't know, small, whatever. It's not particularly rocket science. I wonder though, 22 tons. Go away. Are you going to be replaced eventually? Yes. Honestly, all of these are. So this is all Fish Island. Which costs 4K a year, and we're still managing to do 11. How do you do that? Hold on. That's definitely not going to fly. So that's Lakeside. This is oh, for God's sake. Okay, you are given a new life. That will take ages to actually happen, by the way, because it's kind of at the other end of the map, but I'm just testing the Pathfinder, which is kind of funny because in some old version of OTTD, by which I mean like 10 years ago, Pathfinder was not that smart. Why did that cost me 9k? And I'm not that smart either. I'm definitely not that smart. Okay, this really does not work at all. I should pay a little more attention to what I'm doing. So not that, not that, not that, this. Okay, so that should work a little better. Unrelated amusing tidbit that the statistics of the viewers hasn't changed. Hasn't. I mean, statistics is plural. Nonetheless, you are still the sort of people who probably played this then when they were young, and you're still all guys, at least according to YouTube. Don't shoot the messenger. And yeah, vaguely stereotypical. Okay, so I still want boats, the boats. Food boat to take food to the unfruiting place. And then take another one and do exactly the same and do it from here. So apart from not having done farm supplies, this should sort all the things on the island. Enhance. Okay, it's fine. It's not being used. This, I think, needs another boat. Goods Excel. That's kind of interesting. Like, we're still running a negative on this one. I mean, we're running a negative on everything. What's the, not the shared, no, occupancy. Yeah, I think we could have A lot fewer. Nope, this one. Okay, so I mean, if we're doing like 3,000 tons a month, only going that far, that shouldn't really need an absolute affload of ships. Okay, what's going on here? So, not much change. I'm still a little unhappy with the way chemicals are not being handled. You're still losing me an absolute load of money. What are you doing? Empty. Okay, well, anyway, let us deal with farm supplies and then kind of be gone. So, farm supplies. Okay, well, there's one. I think we need like 7-ish. I mean, destination-wise, 7-ish. Go away. Don't really need to send it to the collier. I am tempted to end up in the same place, but do that and this. Shiver Billy. So we did this, we did that. We have not done this. Go away. We did this. We did not do that. And I think we did that. Yes. In which case, off you go. I'm sure I missed something. Right, okay. What's going on generally? People I don't care much about because it's the reason why we have so many people is just because we have cargo distribution on. I can. How many boats are stopping here? Enough. Like, look at this. I can add in a whole bunch more, and in half a year's time, they'll be just anywhere else. Okay, this is obviously not being managed properly. Which is also because it shouldn't be small. Lol. Yeah, I'm just going to speed things up a little. So that's kind of being handled. Snooze a ton. Can we have fewer things? Car. How's this? Okay. Well, car. I know why they didn't come here, but okay, history. Blap. Good. It's always like this is actually so misleading. I remember this place. Just needs things. That's my problem. Like, if I make this, I think the issue is here is that this goes places and just picks up randomly. Yeah, I think this is the one we patched of sorts, or maybe not. Okay. Chemicals. I mean, even engineering supplies is never being taken away from here. Okay, well, go and deal with it. Milk is allegedly being dealt with, but I know. Okay, not this. This. You just have two stops. I know I've been here, and we do start in the right place. In which case, I mean, the obvious issue or solution would be upgrading these to large, but problem is I have to find it, and I actually don't care. So this tends to be comparatively flat. So I'll just stick an extra one. Funnily enough, I actually have two goods here. So now that I said one, it's going to be two. I think this is picking it up. Food. Is this the one we just did? Yeah. Pick up the food boat. Fiddleberg. That's actually us, double quotes. The one I just finished. This is what happens. Like, the engineering and farming supplies, they need to kick in, and then everything goes tits up because everything's just, yeah, like I just closed down one of these, or two of these actually. And I was like, hey, you know what? Changed my mind. What's a lot more interesting is that there's a shed load of coal here. Okay, so I have an idea. Starting with, I can't see shit. Okay, so I am going to do a bit of a revamp. Oh wait, so passengers, I don't even know why that still exists. Okay, sort up. Just want to make sure that these actually get replaced, because, yeah, okay. You, pin. That should happen. Fine. Damn it. Just punched myself in the face. What an idiot. That's empty. These are pretty meh. So do you get replaced? Yes, of sorts. Then it's not going to be big enough. Okay, clay. So clay, I can bump that because like these ones being close to 50, that just means they're as full as it gets. Should be a medium. It's the annoying thing. If I don't do medium, that's the problem. If I do medium, well, that's the problem. Like, the hell? Can't win. You would almost definitely need to bump up, except why are you something docks? Something that docks is not going to help. You need to go there, buddy. In which case, rating still exists. Call, it still exists. Fine. Minor hiccup there. Okay, I think this, like, again, 50 is like full. Are you not being replaced? The answer is no. Marstein. Okay, you lot need to go for servicing. on 2. And then I guess it works the other way, whereby you are not being replaced. No, you are being replaced. At some undefined point. Okay. And then this, we also totally not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Should be. Okay, well, you get bumped down, buddy. Supplies. You are clearly not doing what you're supposed to be doing. No, you should be going there. Yeah, I kind of remember this, which is to say I did not want to do that because unlike many other things, engineering supplies are pretty finite. Just because we can take more, we don't want to take more. My laptop screen's dirty. We can't have that. What the hell did I do? No idea. So same with farming supplies. I'm just going to leave them as is, just to make sure we don't have any 99% of crap, in which case I've done something incorrect. Fish, right, okay. Like all these fish things stop at multiple places. With gift needs to become cape. And Marstone also needs to become cape. Hold on. So cape is fish. Well, that's cool. Yeah, just leave it on fish. Fine. You know what? Just sort yourselves out. Food. Again, I think food's one of those that I may not want to because they get distributed to a number of places of thing. That's clearly wrong. Uh, uh, that windy wheel is the new one. That is being replaced. Can you just kind of do it yourselves? Okay, this is rubbish. That's also not correct. We want. Guess I'll point to altimeter. No, this is an altimeter prevents. Okay, that's just kind of generally stupid, but fine. So you do that. You do that. This is where it all kind of breaks loose. Once. You know what? Just deal with your things. This is also not being replaced, which is just plain stupid. Fine. So 330 tons, 750. Yeah, just do that. Yeah, that one is probably going to be one of those other. I'm just sending it totally stupid places. So you're picking up food. I am not making any money because it's so incredibly close that the boat just says, or the game just says, F this. So extra small is not this boat, but never mind that. I don't get this though. Like, how do we get 99%? Okay. I think part of the issue is do that. So I still only get 275, which is fine, but we get it a little more frequently. And I don't know why this place is not picking up. Oh, I've really not done a good job here. Hello. I very casually left this island and because I've not been here really. I just did this. I wonder about my own self, first of all. Okay, so for a change, other than going this way, which would be logical, next episode we'll do this island. In fact, I'm going to start doing some of it now because we still have a few minutes. I don't know why, what possessed me to do that logic, but like I did bits of it and then that was that. I'll deal with that town in a bit. Yeah, I don't know what was going on here. Totally obscure. Am I? Okay, weird. We had subsidies. We're not supposed to have subsidies in this game, but never mind that. My understanding is that cargo distribution nullifies subsidies. You know what? I am going to pause here. Thank you for your attention and this. And I shall see you next time because this is a little more complex than I want to squeeze into 2 minutes. I hate rushing and it's not interesting for you either. So, yeah, thanks for watching. And we'll start with Teddy Well soon as we're back. So, any likes, interactions, thoughts, comments, whatnot, subscribes, please do. And I shall see you next time. Thank you and bye bye.